wanted to officially welcome you into my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe I invented a few days ago actually. It's for a rhubarb and strawberry crisp. And it's not your traditional rhubarb strawberry crisp. It's a little bit different because a few weeks ago I actually did an intolerance test. And the result came back and I was shocked. As you know, I'm a vegan, so I eat a lot of nuts and grains and legumes. But when I received the intolerance test, I learned that actually I might be intolerant to pretty much all nuts except walnuts, pretty much all seeds except chia seeds, hemp hearts, and sesame seeds, and pretty much all grains except quinoa and millet. So I came back home and I was just at a loss. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to eat for the length of the 6 weeks that I needed to just eliminate all these foods. And of course, you know, when you have to eliminate so much foods, you start having all the cravings for the things that you're not supposed to have, right? So I was craving carbs so much. I wanted to have like bread and nutty, fatty nut butters, but I couldn't. So I wanted to create a recipe that respected all of my restrictions while being obviously delicious, having a really crunchy, decadent topping, as well as that soft, sweet interior that we all love from a good crisp. The recipe is very easy to do. It doesn't require that many ingredients. Most of the ingredients you probably have or can get pretty easily. The only thing that is a little bit harder to come by is the cassava flour that I'm using for this recipe. You might not be able to find it in groceries, but you can definitely find it on Amazon. That's where I got mine from. I'll link the link for it below so that you can find it pretty easily. And so let's just jump right in and I'll show you exactly how I make this rhubarb strawberry crisp. So here's a little preview of the ingredients you're gonna need. You have some strawberries, rhubarb, some tahini, shredded coconut, cassava flour, and this is a cassava flour I was telling you about, as well as maple syrup and vanilla extract. Pretty simple. So let's start off by making the crisp topping by adding 2/3 of a cup of cassava flour into a bowl, along with 1/3 of a cup of unsweetened shredded coconut, half a cup of chopped walnuts, and then you want to give this a little toss using a rubber spatula. You want to follow that by adding 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and a pinch of salt. Again, give it a little mix. Then moving on to the wet ingredients, starting with 1/4 cup of maple syrup, and following that with 1/4 cup of tahini. Then you want to just give these ingredients a little toss. I like using this mini rubber spatula, guys. It's one of my favorite kitchen tools. I use it all the time. For the second part of the tossing, I like to use my hands just to create some nice little chunks that will crisp up when baked. And here is the final product. Ta-da! Now to the crisp filling. Let's start off by cutting some strawberries into quarters. For this recipe, you'll need about 3 cups of quarter strawberries. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you have a little more, a little less, it's not a big deal. Aren't strawberries just such a beautiful fruit? Funny story behind this strawberries in the video is that the week when I was filming this video and creating this recipe, the organic strawberries were on special at my local grocery store, and I ended up buying literally 6 boxes of them. Yep, my fridge was basically packed with them. The next ingredient you will need for the filling of this recipe is 2 cups of rhubarb. I personally like to cut my rhubarb using scissors. It makes it very easy and makes for a very even cut, like you can see here. Then you want to make the sweetener for your filling by adding 1/4 cup of pitted dates along with half a cup of water to a blender and blend it up. You're looking for a consistency that is very smooth and liquidy. Now let's add all your filling ingredients together into a bowl. With the bowl with the chopped rhubarb, add your quartered strawberries along with your date syrup. And you also want to add in 1 tablespoon of maple syrup and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Give this a nice toss until all the fruits are nice and coated. Then you want to transfer all the filling ingredients into a pie dish. And then you just want to flatten it out so that you get a nice even layer. And finally, you just want to top this all off with your crumb topping. I personally like to squeeze the topping between my fingers so that I can create some nice little chunks. As I said before, those when baked become nice and crispy, and it'll make for that delicious crunchy topping. And here it is. Now you just want to bake it in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes or until the topping is nice and golden. After 20 to 25 minutes, take it out of the oven and enjoy this beauty. So it smells amazing in my kitchen right now. The mixture of rhubarb with strawberry along with the vanilla hint and the tahini. Honestly, it smells really, really good. So now I want to try a little piece. Let's make it chunky. I haven't eaten for at least 3 hours right now. Filming this video took a lot longer than expected. I did not think it was that much work, but I think it will be worth the final result. Yep. It's really good. I love just how crunchy the top is, and the strawberry and the rhubarb together are all soft. This one's a winner, guys. It's nice when you get a little crunch of rhubarb, because I didn't cut it super thin. So once in a while you'll get a rhubarb piece that is not like super tender, which I personally like. I'm not gonna finish this whole thing in front of you, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video recipe, and I'll for sure be doing more of these in the future. And if you did enjoy this video, just make sure to like, subscribe, share it. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, so just come back next week and there will be more content for you, a new video. Still haven't figured out which topic I'm going to cover, but I'll have to think about it. Okay, see you soon.